Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me set something up here real quick. What's up? Welcome in, welcome in. All right. I'm going to allow people to enter the chat if they would like. I'm going to put this comment right down here. You may enter if you'd like. If you do not, I don't give a fuck. Y'all should know by now, DB doesn't give a shit. I never have gave a shit. I never will give a shit again. All right, guys. I got a little bit of time. I'm really not in a hurry, but there's a couple people in here listening, so excuse me, morning allergies. I will tell you something about the state of North Carolina. It's the only state I've lived in ever in my life, and I was a Marine in California. It's the only place in my entire life where you can get summer, winter, spring, every fucking season in one damn day. Just yesterday was like 70. Day before that was 74. Today is like, no, 60 something yesterday, 74 the day before. And next week we're going to be in the damn 30s again. What the hell? Listen, are we geographically situated to a point where I have to deal with all kinds of bullshit? Fuck no, I'm tired of it. Anyway, let's get down to the meat and potatoes. So I am going to start off with an announcement. I get this. I've gotten this a lot, and I don't know. I just kind of want people's opinions. DB'S SCENTSATIONS. Everybody keeps saying, DB, are you ever coming back? Would you ever consider coming back? Well, yeah, I would consider coming back. Yeah, I would consider coming back. It's not that my heart ain't in it. It just seems like people's wallets weren't in it. I think when I decided to cut DBs, I was getting an order a week, maybe. Wasn't a very big order, a bottle or two. And I know that's partly my fault because I got so damn busy at one particular point. I wasn't getting shit out. Like a week it took me, maybe even longer, to get shit out. So we'll leave it up to you guys. We'll comment down at the bottom. Would you ever like to see DBs come back? I don't know. We'll figure something out. It won't be called DBs, that's for sure. We're going to cut out all that other BS and just go straight to the meat and potatoes of everything. And I still got plenty of contacts. We can make that shit happen. Actually, there's always more money to be made anyway. Now, can we just get down to this? So I had a buddy of mine sent me a little comment about little boy Ross. Yeah, and Ross is a little boy. He's a little bitch boy. People get on his channel. He reviews a product. They say, doesn't it remind you of blah, blah, blah? And he says, seems to remind you of it more than me. Like, where the fuck do you come up? Man, you're a sly little fucker. You know that, man? Listen, dude. You're obviously a little boy whose fucking nuts hasn't dropped. Oh, never mind. They have dropped right in George's mouth. But we're getting sick and tired of your condescending attitude, okay? You're no better than anybody else. Trust me, dude. Trust me, you're no better than anybody else. Little man complex has eaten you up your whole entire life. Sure, you got made fun of as a little kid. I'm sure the first little Susie Q that took you to bed made you feel embarrassed about your little peanut, and therefore you got to take it out on everybody else. I'm positive of that. I'm positive of that. Okay. The fact you have no kids tells me everything I need to know. The manhood has left the area. Your manhood has long been gone. I promise you that. Anyhow, when When do some of you guys that do these reviews, which by the way is so watered down anymore, I can't find anything original out of mostly anybody. Some people I do watch here and there, and some people I appreciate, but can we all be like Keith, Mr. Cheap Sense? So I mentioned his name in the video, and I'm going to mention it now. He'll probably say something he always does every time I mention him. Why can't you be men like that motherfucker, right? You got a problem with somebody, you call that son of a bitch up and you say, hey, my problem is, boom, do we got a problem? If so, let's fucking solve it. That's what fucking men do. That's what fucking men do. You don't make little snide comments because you're so fucking still in your fucking puberty hasn't hit yet, bullshit. Dude, this guy he's so irritating. And to a point, I'm thankful people send me something to a point. I'm like, bro, I just don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? But I know some people send it to me because they want DB to go off. Okay, I'm going off. Fuck you, Ross. You're such a, listen, there's only so many people in this world, and it's very few people that if I ran into them, I just want to destroy their face. And Ross is one of them. Okay. I've tried so hard for so many years to leave Ross alone. Ross doesn't leave Ross alone. Ross opens the door for Ross to get fucking ridiculed. You know, I guess it's his way of staying relevant. Okay. We know he buys subs, dude. That's the only reason he even has what he has is he's a sub buyer. Okay. That's been proven since day one. The reason the man talks to people like shit is because of his insecurities. He's hugely insecure. He's the most insecure little man I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. So insecure that you have to ruin your body and go to a fucking contest so people can go, yeah, you got first place out of 3. I told him a long time ago, and it's probably the reason he hasn't done it, that if he enters a contest that matters with like a bunch of people, I will personally train my ass off, which I do anyway. I will do all the cutting and I will get all the 6-pack. I will get all the ripped and cut up shit, and I'll do it fucking natural. And I'll enter a contest myself because I'm not insecure. I know that if I step on a stage with men that have bigger than fucking almost 19-inch guns, they got bigger fucking guns than me, dude. I'm not winning the fucking contest. Okay. But I'm not insecure about it. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. That's the difference between him and people like me. I don't have to prove to people that I'm happy in my life. I'm happy in my life. I work out. I'm fucking healthy. Just recently, probably a month ago, I got off of all medications. Even though I have PTSD, I got off all medications. Muhammad, if you're listening to this, I love you, brother. You're one of my favorite people. Muhammad has followed me. He's probably one of the 5 that have followed me from day one. He is an holistic medicine doctor, and listening to him has done nothing but make my life absolutely better. Muhammad, love you, brother. He has given me medicines to take. Since I've been off regular medications, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have near the, I wouldn't call them really chest pains. They were just pains in the area. Especially when you take statins, they'll fucking kill you. So I take CoQ10. I feel better taking CoQ10 than I did any statin. Not only that, statin was giving me other issues, not the issues that you may think, but kidney issues, liver issues. Now I take stuff I just feel great, and it's because of him. But anyway, back to Ross. When there's not enough that anybody can say about the guy. We know he's a lie. We know he's a cheat. We know he was naked with George. I mean, there's so many other damn things that this man will never come out and confront because he's an illusionist in his own mind. He thinks he's slippery. When you buy subs, you don't give a shit about your subs because to you, 90% of them aren't real anyway. I'm not saying that 10% of his subs aren't real. It's obvious. People get down to the little list and you can see people commenting, and, you know, for somebody who has over 100,000 followers, supposedly you get like 2,000 views per damn video, but whatever, man. You know he'll never address this. So I always say what I say. He'll never address it because he fucking knows better. But anyway, he's one of those little dudes that if I see him personally in person, I'm just going to beat the fuck out of him. I'm going to take the charge and I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. My wife had to actually talk me out of figuring out what gym he went to, even though I knew it and where that gym was. I was going to take vacation time, try to take a little donation from the community and just go lift weights with him. You know what I'm saying? I was just going to lift weights with the guy. I wanted to see if the dude really does what he's made of. I post what I do. I put on Big Pagan Fitness is something I have on Instagram. I also have one on TikTok, but I don't do much on TikTok anymore. But I go through and I show people what I do. Okay. I show me lifting 120-pound dumbbell, bench press. I don't need to run my mouth and just show people. That's all you need to do. Talk about it all day long. Just show people. Hey, there's anybody? Let's see if I can. I want to show people this comment, but I'm not sure how to do it on here. And no comments. That's weird in itself. But when are you people in FragCom going to come out against this guy? Because I'm not in FragCom anymore. Okay, this is personal. This isn't fragrance related at all between me and Ross. But when are you people in FragCom going to come to the reality that Ross is a bitch, a fake and fraud, and doesn't know shit about fragrances? That is a guarantee. So when are you guys going to, quote unquote, go after your own? When are you guys going to throw out the net and bring in all the bad fish and dispose of them? When are you going to do that? Because you guys will send me videos about other shit, want me to attack that stuff, but you guys don't attack the Ross situation. Real weird, isn't it? Is it because Ross has secrets that some of you others do? You know what I mean? Do you guys share the same secrets? Because I actually talked to a guy who said that Ross told him how to buy subscribers, and he did it. He did it. Don't really want to tell you the name because he didn't tell me I could, but I had the convo with the guy. He told me how to buy viewers, how to buy subscribers. And which one of you other motherfuckers is scared to go down with the ship? Which one of you other motherfuckers are scared that if you go after Ross, the whole ship sinks, right? Because believe me, Ross isn't a top guy, but he's a product of the top guys. Does that make sense? Those top guys saw something, I don't know what the fuck it is, but they saw something in Ross and they're like, let's kind of drag Ross into the fold. I mean, it's more probably Zaharoff than anybody, obviously. I joke. But Ross must have been impressed with the little peanut man. Zaharoff must have been impressed with the little peanut man, and he's probably like, hey, I like Mr. Peanut. Let's make something with Mr. Peanut. Let's break up a home and make something with Mr. Peanut. You know what I mean? Bro, I wish that guy would have said, DB, here's this picture. Edit it so you don't, well, it wasn't much to see anyway, but edit it so that it doesn't show any kind of nastiness and put it out there. I begged him. If he was in front of me, I'd be on one knee being like, please let me put this out there. But some people don't have really a big dog in the fight, so they tend to stay to the side, but they want to show you what they found. You understand what I'm saying? And you get that little taste of it, and you're like, I already knew that. But anyway, when are you guys in the community going to go after Ross and put the man in his place? When? Because I'm waiting. I've been waiting for years for you so-called big guys to come out and expose Ross. Show what he's all about. Put him out there and let people know what he's about. You guys that have so-called built this community, you reviewers that have built this community, why aren't you saying anything? Robes, Jeremy, Redolescence, why aren't you guys coming out and putting this man on blast? You see what he's about, right? You guys have seen the proof for years. I know y'all have seen it. Everybody in Fragcom has seen probably almost everything I've ever put out. Maybe not, but I'm sure it's made its circulations, or at least bits and pieces of it, little cuts of it have made its way around and people know what's going on. Why are you not going after your own? That makes no sense. Me personally, if I was a founding member of something, and I did this legitimately, because I do feel like a lot of those founding members, especially Jeremy, have done this legitimately. Okay. They set the standard. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if there was a way back then. I highly doubt it, to buy subscribers. They got theirs genuinely. So why aren't you guys personally coming out and putting this guy on blast? You guys know he's fake. You guys know he's done wrong. All you have to do is do some minor research. Like, I know I'm a private investigator. I've been that way for years. It does take me much to find something, but this isn't PI work. This is readily available statistics that if you just punch in a few numbers, voila, there you are. You understand what I'm saying? So why aren't you going after that guy? You got to police your own, bro. That's how things work. When we're in the gym and we're working out and some dude's over here throwing weights, I'm going to go put that man on blast. Like, pick that fucking shit up, bro. Quit throwing shit. I've done it several times. 60-pound, incline presses, and you're throwing it, trying to hit something, whatever the case is, bro. Calm down, man. Put a little more estrogen. Your body ain't supposed to have some. Your body's supposed to have some estrogen. Get some in there. Police your own. Why are we not doing it? Why are we just sitting idly back, watching a man, not only just him, but he's a big part of it, destroy a community that, in my opinion, never was really that good, but it was a whole lot better. The Fragcom community is you got to be a man to be in Fragcom. That's all there is to it. Got to be a man, or people got to like you. There's a lot of pussies in Fragcom, a lot of bitches in Fragcom, a lot of guys in Fragcom who like to tell you can't do something while they turn around and do it. That was everywhere. The hypocrisy in the Fragcom community is outrageous. Okay. How dare you come in there and sell off a sample of a cologne for half as much as them guys do, who are making thousands of dollars a week off of that shit? How dare you come in and sell it cheaper? Because, see, that's where my original hate from Fragcom came from. I joined a community, a little private group. Okay. Back then I was buying fragrances from a lady, a lot of testers, and I was getting these so damn cheap. They were probably $100 a bottle. I was probably spending 15. All I want to do is recoup some of my money. I don't need to make bank. Of course, I was real naive to that too. You know what I mean? I took how much that bottle cost me. Okay. What was left in that bottle, took it down and said, okay, this is how I can double my profit. And it was still almost half as cheap as these other dudes. It's a shark business, bro. If you come into Fragcom trying to be better than somebody, cheaper than somebody, you're going to get shut down, especially when they see it coming. They don't want people like me in Fragcom telling the truth. Why do you think I don't have 1,000 subscribers here yet? There's a reason I don't have 1,000 subscribers. There it is. Anyway, I do still sell DBs to a bunch of people that I know here locally. I just do my thing. Okay. I still sell to those people. I still have a small little collection of things. If they want something, I'll order the oils and make it so that they're well taken care of. A lot of people buy from me. I don't make a ton, but those people, when they find something, they're like, yo, Dwayne, I need this in my life. I'm not willing to pay the $300 price tag. Okay, I got you. I still do it for some people online. There's a few people who've known me for a long time, hit me up and say, hey, man, I need some of this. You be willing to do it? Sure. The problem is that we have so many people doing it that it's redundant. And I don't want to really call myself the best. I do feel like I had the best product. I tried to keep it cheap for people. Maybe that's why I didn't sell as much. If I'd have been expensive as hell, had better labels and better bottles, I probably could have made out like a beast. But there's a lot of cutthroats in this industry, in this business, who do not want to see people succeed. which where I come from, the word community meant something. Community doesn't mean community anymore. It's like, welcome in. Here's where the sharks are. Try to avoid them, but inevitably, you're not going to be able to avoid those sharks. Okay. Pardon me while I get a beer. I am Irish. I love my Irish beers. I drink Jameson whiskey. I also drink Guinness. But the one thing I don't do with Guinness is drink it cold. But now sometimes I don't really drink. I don't drink a lot, but when I do, I'm doing something and I prefer a cold beer. And this has been my go-to for many years. It's not super cheap. It's not super expensive. It has just the right amount of beer taste that I can handle. I drink wines mostly, stuff that's a lot better for you. But so if you guys want to see DBs come back in any way, shape, or form, it probably won't be able to be something you can access online. I'm probably not going to go through that again. It takes a lot to get a shop up and running and having it run successfully, keeping track of items purchased. But I'd be willing to get back into it. Just depends. Just depends on how many people want to see it come back. I will still be. I want to say that I am working on a cologne that I've been working on personally for probably about 2 years, and I'm real close to putting it together and letting it macerate a little bit and see where we're at. So, if anybody's interested in that, reach out to me in an email. If you know me personally, reach out to me personally. I would love to get a bottle into somebody's hands so they can review it. If it sucks, it sucks. I don't know of anything I really made that has sucked. Some have been better than others, but if you want to if you're a reviewer and you want to get a hold of my first creation in a couple of years, I was working on it before I decided to get out of it. And here recently, I've just decided I really do want to get back into making my own personal fragrances again. If anybody that's a reviewer wants to be the first one to get a hold of those, you know how to get a hold of me. If you don't, find somebody who does, and we'll try to get some of that into your hands. Hold on a second. Sorry, not sure how that happened. The StreamYard has gotten different in a certain way. Let's see. Just trying to mess with some stuff here. No worries. But yeah, if you're interested in it, go for it. If not, I'll just bring it out myself and introduce it to everybody. So there's my little about half-hour rant. I have no comments. Real weird. Usually I have a whole bunch of comments. But for those of you who have watched, appreciate it. Going to enjoy me a couple of beers. I'm going to relax. I don't watch the Super Bowl because my team isn't in it. They almost was in it, but they got beat 55 to something. So to all you guys that are Eagles fans, fuck you. For all you that are Kansas City fans, literally the bandwagon is getting ready to roll back around again. You can hop on and enjoy being a three-peat. NFL is so set up anymore. I wonder really, honestly, genuinely, if this is even WWE owned. You know what I mean? You're not going to sit here and tell me that some of these calls that they're making in the NFL aren't crazy. Like I'm a Commanders fan, so Marshawn Lattimore and AJ Brown got into a squabble, and the squabble, AJ Brown pulls Marshawn Lattimore's helmet off, but Marshawn Lattimore got penalized. The helmet came off, bro. He didn't pull it off himself. It would just take you about 2 seconds to realize that they both should have been penalized, if anything, and the penalty offset. But the NFL has their babies, and they're getting ready to have them. So I see 10 people watching. It's the most I've had in a long time. If you want to know what happened here, wait till it downloads. Come back and get it again. One of them's probably Ross. Who the fuck knows? He won't comment anyway. He's too much of a bitch. Later.